Hey there everybody, welcome back to Max Outdoor. Have I got a thing for you? So for a friend's birthday a while back, I thought it would have been funny to get like little tiny pen rods. You've seen them on Amazon, and they're little telescopic rods that fit in your pocket. But the problem with those rods is they come with the worst possible reel that you could get. I mean, 100% plastic, poor line, poor cranking, don't spool very well, all the horrible things that we hate about cheap spinning reels. But I went and bought one anyway. Of course I was disappointed, but I still want a little baby fishing rod. So I made the one I had a little bit better. Let me show you what I got going on. So here it is. That's a big weight for a tiny eyelid. The tiny telescopic rod. This rod is all of 3 feet long, and it came with that horrible little reel. And the reason I haven't showed you the reel that's on here now is because I went out and I bought a better reel. The smallest little baby reel I could find on Amazon turned out to be about 20 bucks. It's all metal and it works pretty good. So let me show you that. It's a little baby reel, full spinning reel. that's entirely metal. I'm gonna take this out and I'm gonna give it a go, and I think you'll like the results. But let me tell you a little bit more about this reel here. It says it's a mini pocket reel, MN 100. It says the gear ratio is 4.3 to 1. That little baby reel, I mean, it's pretty small. I'll post some more pictures of it, some stills of it, while we're fishing. You'll get to have a closer look at it. But as it is, it's a fully functional little mini reel. I think you'll like the result of this fishing trip. We're going to take out the rod using only this rod and this reel. There it is, the whole setup. I have a reel and a rod that fits in my glove box. Let's go check it out. We're going to just give it a quick cast, see how she does. Like it. I put 8-pound rainbow braid on it so that I can catch fish and get as much line on this tiny little reel as possible. The reel runs smoothly, doesn't seem to be making any noise. We'll not make that statement just yet. Let's put a lure, some bait on this dude. You know what I'll do is wait for that airplane to fly over. So I'll get out a little spinner and just troll around a little bit, see if there's anything out here that's interested in my lure. Put on this little baby spinner. There's a bit of weight on this line that I may or may not have to take off. We'll see. Not sure how deep it'll cause it to run. I tend to put these little lures right on the surface, but yeah. So we got a little spinner. This lake, when it gets stocked, gets fished out pretty quickly, so I'm not holding my breath. So here we go. We'll see how this reel trolls. I'm gonna turn up the drag a skosh. Maybe not that much. And troll it out. Here we go. That might have been a little strike on this line. Not entirely sure what's down there. Felt like a little bite. No, that's a snag, no? Oh, I might have a fish on there. Look how that little rod bends when there's a load on it. Oh, there is a fish on there. Look at that. That rod takes a load. It's very light on the very tip. The tip is super light, and it immediately gets pretty stiff. It seems to be holding up though. I don't know what is down there. There's something on that rod. There's something down there. It's fighting me. There it goes. See? Oh, take and drag. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's a fish on there. And it's nothing to shake a stick at. That's a trout. Come on up here. Yeah, it's working this rod. But the reel's holding up. There he is. Holy cow, look at that. It's a bass. I caught a bass. Look at that guy. Wow, that's probably 2 pounds. 2.5 pounds maybe. You know what? I have a scale. I can weigh him. Let me get my scale. Now we're in pickle. Get out in the middle here. I can't believe I caught a bass on. Look at the size of that hook. Caught a bass on that tiny, tiny little hook. I can't believe I actually caught this fish. That's amazing. All right, let's get a weight on this guy. All right, here we go. .23 pounds. That's awesome. My new PB bass. Here we go. Let him go on this side where the camera can see him. Come on now. You can do it. There you go. There you go. There he goes. My first big bass. I am stoked. That is awesome. Okay, let's keep at it, because who knew you could catch a bass on a trout lure? That's amazing. All right, well, we know that this rod can handle 2¼ pounds of bass. That's pretty darn neat, dude. That's wow. Well, there you go. Miracles do happen. You just witnessed my PB bass under amazing circumstances with the wrong rig and the wrong lure and very little skill, and I still managed to hook that bass and get it in the boat. As far as the reel goes, the rod and reel goes, if you're willing to pick it up for the 20 bucks for the original rod and reel combo, it's all right. You can't go wrong with it. Use the reel until it breaks and then go out and buy one of those. I will link the 2 items in the description of this video so you can find it if you're interested in getting one. Like I said, it fits in my glove box. I keep a small little tackle box underneath the front seat there, and anytime that I'm without something to do and I'm somewhere where I can fish, I can bust that out, or I can throw it in my backpack when I go hiking and have a little setup in case I come across a pond that I want to try out. The weirdest thing about this rod was this section, this little first telescoping section is very flexible. It's very bendy. And I'm not sure if you could actually see it in the video, but that first section bends quite a bit. And then the very next section bends a lot less. So you end up with this odd bend of a telescopic rod where the tip looks like it's going to break off, but the rest of it is very solid. And bent down here toward the reel, there's basically no bend at all. It's pretty rigid. But overall, it proved that it can handle some significant work. A real fish. I'm impressed. Again, I have 8-pound braided line, rainbow braided line, and it was connected to like a 10 or 12-pound monofilament leader. Obviously, it was a successful trip. So anyhow, I appreciate you sticking around long enough to see me catch my first big bass. I hope to see you again soon. Take it easy.